Hey everyone, Sir Jellybean here, and we are here with a brand new game. This is Burden of Command. This is actually a demo they've sent me, and it is publicly available by the time this is out, so definitely check it out. I'll link it to it. So, what is Burden of Command? Imagine turn-based strategy World War II, super duper hardcore. Basically, if you don't basically follow realistic kind of combat tactics, you will die and you will be killed. So this mission is one of the scenarios. It's Badenburg, and basically a US armoured convoy, or assault should I say, has been repelled. And we basically been told we need to seize this objective. We also have to hold this one, and there is a third objective on the field because there's multiple win conditions. Now, Burner Command is super tough. It's based off orders. It's based off the company and the platoons taking the turn. So the turns split into sub-turns. So if one guy's acting with his... So, for instance, if a third platoon's working, you have to then wait to use second platoon unless a commander interjects. Basically, it's quite complicated. And there is a tutorial. It takes about 2 or 3 hours, depending on how long it took. It took me about 4 because I'm quite thick. But it is a good game. It is growing on me. It's super tough. And it is rather overcomplicated. That is my only kind of main thing. I look at it and just go, oof, sometimes. But it is fun. And I do like the realism on it. So here we are. And we're basically going through it. So we're going to try and move through the forest to this objective. There's a good chance there's machine guns, riflemen. There's also a good chance there's people in here as well. I've already died in this scenario, so I know a little bit what's going on. And you do get lots of information. It is an RPG, so before the mission they will talk. You'll also get pop-ups where you might decide different things during the game. So there is RPG and leadership and like a continuous campaign, which is cool, which obviously will come in the full game. So let's get to it. So we're taking control of Lieutenant Dearborn and his this is 3rd Platoon, 1st Squad and 2nd Squad. So straight away, I am just going to crawl these guys in because we don't know what's in the forest ahead of us. And there we go, enemy infantry sighted. Because we crawled, they didn't get opportunity to fire at us, which is fantastic. But we've got to be careful. So we're going to move Dearborn in. Line of sight-wise, they can't see sod all from there. Only very little because it's so dense. So what we're going to do, we're going to move Dearborn's squad. I want to move the entire squad in. Dearborn's squad further. I think we can press these to get an order back. And you got various commands. So that press gives the squad another order back. That means that small squad there can now crawl next to this German squad, right? Only 1st Squad, right? So we'll take the risk. We've crawled in. And because we've crawled, they didn't get top opportune fire. Now this guy's just behind. Now if we get the commander, I believe he can press from there. He's not close enough. So basically, burn of command. Your officers are your priority. You use your officers correctly in the game, you will succeed. If you use your officers incorrectly or they die, you're probably going to fail. So straight away, we've moved those forces within the Germans' range around them to kind of push him because they obviously trying to take our objective, but we need to secure the forest. And now, next I want to take control of 2nd Platoon, but I have to wait. I have to basically kind of click. It doesn't end the turn, it makes it a sub-turn. It allows the enemy to react. And we could get a commander involved, but we're not going to do it just yet. So we're going to do that, and the enemy's not reacted. So we're going to take control of 2nd Platoon. I'm going to move them straight into the forest. They're right there, that's good. I'm going to move them further down. I'm going to make a bit of a... What we're going to do is we're actually going to press these.
We ain't done yet.
We ain't done yet. Because that makes them work a bit harder, makes them have extra order, and we're going to creep everyone forward. Now, the reason you creep is if the enemies are there, less chance of opportune fire. Then we're going to move these guys. Are these 2nd Platoon? Oh, we've used all my orders, I forget. So you have to use an order to activate the squad. So what we're actually going to do, we're going to use this, we're going to activate him. Be our commander. So there you go. He used one of his orders, but they're now able to use their movement points, which they've got 3 of, which is great. And then we're going to move these up. We have quite a nice position. Now, this commander is actually going to creep back because they're in view of that position. I don't want him to get killed. And then we're going to move him into the forest, and he's going to come join our infantry squads. Fantastic. This lieutenant's actually going to jump into this squad. We're going to... we can't do it just yet. We have to end that sub-turn. We now switch command back to him because he's still got some orders. We'll move him into the squad. He didn't get targeted, so that's great. So we're in the forest. We're in decent positions. And now that is the end of our turn. All our orders are used, and everyone's used. So now... the turn shall end. So now here's one of the RPG elements. This is actually an image from a US Army film, The True Glory. That's cool. So Wilson is still getting in gear. Dearborn is not in position. And the Germans are still resisting. Battalion calling in first, Sergeant Grant says, and offers over the handset. Artillery is up. Nice. So, we now have artillery, which you can basically call in via your officers, your commander, if he has line of sight to them. So we'll be able to use that to suppress stuff. So first thing is we're going to use Lieutenant Dearborn. We're going to boost this squad first next to us. Can we do that? Oh, we'll boost this squad then. And coming up. We could boost with this guy, actually. But what we're going to do, we're going to engage. And as you can see, this is the kind of firing thing. The win initiative chance is important. So we have a massive chance to win on initiative. It'll show you what weapons are used, the leadership benefit, their attack novelty, target cover. It explains all this in the training. Basically, we should get the advantage on enemies over this because we boost us. When you boost, use that order. It gives, I'll show you. So bolster. Unit morale plus 4 unit movement points plus 3. Combat initiative improved. Unit firepower plus 62%. Morale checks improved, and leadership must be in the same hex as the unit for morale and fire improvement. Bolster is removed at the start of the next turn, so it's a very good order. So we're going to open fire on those Germans. They actually fired back and did something. We got undaunted. They have not been suppressed, I don't believe. No. They did take some, and those little block squares of the morale. So they did take some morale. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bolster. I think we're a bit far away. What we're going to do, we're going to move the commander forward. We're going to bolster this squad, so it takes one of these points. And these guys are then going to open fire. There we go, there we go. They're undaunted, actually, though. They are taking the fire pretty well, which is worrying. So this squad's struggling a bit. The commander's actually going to jump in there with them. Fantastic. And what we're actually going to do... I'm not going to use the off-map. The off-map's quite valuable. We're going to press this squad. Can we press them? No. Don't think we can rally then, can we? No, no, we can't rally. We could rally them, actually, ironically. This squad can actually engage here. And what we're going to do, we're going to bolster them again. And then we're going to open fire again, see if we can take them. Oh, squad out of action. Holy crap. So they did quite a lot of damage to us. Oh, I think that was their squad. Oh, no. I think our squad's taking casualties. But I don't know if they're alive or dead. They've just disappeared. So maybe they fled, which is good for us. Right. So that was quite interesting. We've used quite a lot of orders there. Dearborn's still there. For now, we're just going to hold that. And we're going to click and end the subturn. As you can see, very complicated. So we are going to advance forward. We're going to be very careful. We're just going to creep. As you can see, we bumped into some enemies.
Man outrun you?
You'll let an old man outrun you, boy. And what we're going to do, we're going to boost the squad. Yep.
The Germans won't hold us back.
Yeah, they won't hold us back. We're going to engage. There we go. And we were actually higher on terrain, so we get some bonuses there. And they got surprised. They actually took casualties, which is good at those rangers. Now we do need to see where the enemy can see us from. They can see us there. I actually don't want to... I want to move further into the forest with this squad. And I actually want to move round. Don't think they can see them. What we're going to do is we're going to move this squad forward. A bit risky. But basically we're getting... trying to overpower the squad and overrun them, basically. That's the plan. So he still has some orders. I don't think he can do much, though. So we're going to end the turn. Rally. And we'll do it again. And that's the turn ended. Snow, mud, and the enemy, the usual. The attack continues despite German resistance. These are quite tough squads as well. So we have to hold that objective, take this objective, and take this. I think we can do all of it in 8 turns. I believe we wiped out that squad. So we are going to push forward. No, they're still alive. Oh, no. No resistance. Oh, we just walked through them. I didn't realise that. Normally you have to do CQC, so their morale must have been broken. So that was quite lucky, so that could have been bad for me. So we're going to advance further.
We shall overcome.
We can't move any further. And the captain's also going to advance with this squad. Why not? And advance further. Let's do it. So actually on the edge of this forest now, the captain could split off here. But first we're going to just switch. And we're going to take it back. We're basically going to try and wipe this squad out. So we'll actually use the captain. Oh, we got captain here. Capitan. And we can bolster this squad, can we? So we're going to bolster them.
The men depend on you, Captain.
We're going to open fire, make sure these are suppressed.
Fire!
Come on, open fire, come on. Seriously? Did you do nothing? Useless. Useless.
Keep firing.
Right, bolster this squad.
Give it to him.
Open fire, engage. There we go, got some good hits on them. I think they're getting suppressed, or they took casualties again, which is great.
Hit the dirt.
So that squad's definitely suppressed. What we're going to do, we're going to try a bit of close quarters. So we think we've got a good chance of winning this. Go hand to hand, so chucking grenades, bayonets, all sorts of stuff.
Strickland, with me.
Let's do it. There, so that squad's also surrendered. As you can see, shooting takes a hell of a lot to take them out. You've got to be super aggressive. Oh, that means there's enemies there as well. That's not good. So I think I can split the commander off. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to move him to this squad. And we shall... Can't move him there. Can we rally anything? No, I think we're fine. So we're okay for now. But we have taken out 2 German squads. We've probably secured that objective. We can then start pushing in on there. So we'll end the turn there. And obviously, some people might say, oh, you still got orders left. But all the squads are basically spent. Even if we press, we can't basically do anything. So it's better just end it here. A screaming shriek fills the air and sends a corkscrew of terror on the spine. Incoming. Screaming memes, never waffles. So that means the enemy has artillery. Oh! That just pops there. Okay, we've got to be careful. So it looks like there's enemies right in front of us. Oh, that artillery is... Oh my god. Well, that was a bit cheeky. Out of nowhere. Panther tank approaching. Panzer Grenadiers approaching. Great. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So second squad took some hits. By the looks of it, yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to rally. That will use all those squads' points, but it'll get them back in the fight, which is important. Commander's done that. This squad's going to recon by fire, which will show us what's there, enemy-wise. Oh, they haven't fired. There we go. Lieutenant Wilson out of action. Wow, well that's just unfortunate. BOC has crashed. Oh, apologies, BOC has crashed. The developers are automatically notified when the crash has occurred. It's crashed, really? Seems like it's still working. No, it has crashed. Well, that's unfortunate. This is the part. Well, what I'll do is I'll also do the other scenario, but you can get a little bit of the grips of what was going on there. Whoops. So what I'll do is I'll now go on the other scenario, and you'll get to see that as well. Anyway, but it was quite fun while it lasted. I'll see you on the next scenario in a second, guys. And welcome to the second scenario in the demo after that crash. So here we are, and this is basically somewhere in France, I believe. So we're just going to read out, these are part of the RPG elements of the game, so you get to see a bit of that. So, 3rd of February 1945, somewhere in France. The boom of artillery recedes in the south as the men of the 3rd Platoon take a moment to rest amongst the robust ruined square. Most sprawl in the dregs of the day, several eye the ruins of a nearby church. Corporal Davies, the bandage about his arm dark with blood, whispers a little prayer of thanks. So we can go, wish we still had the chaplain, a prayer from the living for the living. Thankfully, it's the thought that counts. There we go for that. Soldiers don't need churches to pray, they do plenty of that in the field. 3rd Platoon's commander steps over to Corporal Davies and speaks quietly with him. The uniform shows a scatter of mud and blood, but Lieutenant Dearborn has lost none of his bearings, or, judging from Davies, a little nod, his determination. Davies returns to his squad. Dearborn stares at the ruined church. So, Lieutenant recognises the architecture and the buried treasure. Lieutenant Dearborn glances over, tenders a little nod of acknowledgement instead of a salute. After all, German snipers could be about. That's a good historical fact there. He extracts a little slip of paper from a pocket. The names there are written in an elegant cursive script. Accept the paper. He'll need that for his report. I dread to see those names. Accept the paper. You accept the receipt of casualties. One of your clerks can type up later. Today, 2 dead and 4 seriously wounded. Others likely so. Dearborn reports. His aristocratic Virginia drawl shows only the barest hint of fatigue. We can still fight, but a hot meal and a night of good rest would do my men some good. And you should probably rest too. Glance at the ruins. Yes, the ruins are quite interesting, Captain Dearborn says, and gestures towards a faded, inscripted etched into the stone. Inscription, sorry. Excuse me. Voice is gone. One just barely visible at the fading sun. This is a Latin dedication, Roman Latin specifically. Judging by the location of the markings, I suspect the stone was once part of the Limes Germanicus. German limes. Are we talking about the fruit? That church, the church that old, the Romans built this. German limes, are we talking about the fruit? That's good. Like that. We're discussing the limits of Roman expansion into Germany, not topical fruit. Dearborn remarks with a chuckle, and then, of course, begins to regale. Builders of the early and high Middle Ages were known to scavenge stone from Roman ruins to rebuild their own towns after the cataclysm which ended the Western Empire. He tilts his head in equal parts sorrow and thoughtful. Their old world ended, and so they built a new one atop. We have inherited the fruits of such determination from our past, and now we have gone and destroyed them. No need to remind me I am Jewish. Well, I'm not Jewish, actually. I knew this was all about, after all, but we finally have, haven't we? I knew it was all about fruit after all. Certainly trees planted there, they account for later shade. Dearborn replies, there is much to rebuild here. The Germans have killed many during their occupation. Even if half the rumours are exaggerations, there have been more than enough confirmed massacres to make the Nazi murders a million times over. And that's not counting what they've said to have done out east. Obviously, the Eastern Front being far more brutal. But it was our guns that did this. So set your mindset doctrine from cunning to zeal. Fight's not over yet. Set your mindset to discipline, professionalism, or caution. It's had to be done. Set your mindset to compassion. Fight's not over yet. We'll do that. Dearborn nods. I fear more must be sacrificed on the altar if necessary, and I fear that Iron Fist believes the same. Assaults need fire support. Choose doctrine. Choose zeal. We can't hold back ever. I'm going to choose doctrine. And we cannot make allowances that, Dearborn asks, if the church was the Sistine Chapel or Westminster Abbey or Monticello, I don't think you would be ready to excuse instruction. I know I would not, of course, isn't any of those things, which means a sputter of a dry pulls through your thoughts. First Sergeant Grant snags a message from the driver and hurries over. Naturally, he already asked about the contents. Orders, Captain. First Battalion's having a lot of trouble north of the town. The boss wants us to grab whatever elements we still have in the fighting shape and give them a hand. With your other rifle platoons as depleted as they are, that means 3rd platoon and your weapons platoon barely half your company. Then let's get a move on. But this better be worth it. Oh hell, we just got here. Let's do that. Dale looks over his men with a sour grin. Well, at least we may look on the bright side, Captain. I'm sure Lieutenant Stern will be overjoyed. Lieutenant Stern always loves it. Overjoyed might have been an exaggeration, but not by much. My guys are ready to go, Stern answers almost as soon as you show up with his you show up to his weapons platoons. Let's find these Nazi schmucks and kill them. Dearborn gives the leader of your weapons platoon a weighted look. It won't be Stern's guys who have to get up close and personal with the enemy tonight. The 1st Battalion says the Germans are dug in along the tree line. Got reports, probably a machine gun or two. Once we figure out where they are and deal with them, the 1st Battalion will make a bigger push. Rough odds and difficult coordination, but the army trained you for this. My men will lead, Dearborn says, and gestures for them to form up. Nearby 3rd Platoon gets to the feet once more and waits for the word. Alright, Contabellas move out. Order the reconnaissance. Okay. There's no more time to waste. If the Germans aren't cleared out by sunset, then the entire advance will have to wait until morning. And we're in the mission, so that was the RPG element. Quite meaty, quite info, but I like it. So, possible enemy position, recon this area. You do get a few hints. What's current major victory? Minor victory, French cards between 10 and 15-0 so far. Major draw. Major victory. Capture at least 2 objectives. That's the plan anyway. Okay. So, we have 3rd Platoon and Dearborn. We need to recon this area. I think... Oh. We have to be careful where we go, aren't we? Can we... One sec. Ugh. Why has it been a pain in the ass? Out? Nope.
Das ist unsere Ehrenanstalt.
We need to recon the area, but I'm going to crawl forward slowly. So we've spotted the MG. MG retreat? No, we did okay. We only moved forward slightly. I don't know if they've spotted us. They haven't spotted us yet because we crawled forward, see? So crawling forward was definitely worth it. The enemy has been spotted. Good. So I'll end that turn. There's nothing else for us to do. We'll just end the turn. There, Grant calls out. His finger stabs towards the flickering light of a muzzle flash in the distance. See it? Yeah, that's that damn crap machine gun. And now that you know where it is, the mortars can play. You turn towards your radio operator. Sparks, get me left turn stern. Map in hand, you complete the coordinates to send to your weapons platoon leader. The range is hard to judge in the waning light, and the crack of rifle fire is more than a little distracting. The location on the grid is clear. Give me rounds on the Jewish cemetery. Oops. Sorry, anyone who's Jewish out there. Christ, Captain, did I hear that right? Stern sounds even more upset than you feel. If we hit the cemetery and desecrating the dead, that's a sin. The cemetery might be at least a remnant of a community already hard hit by the war. If you call down fire on it, then the rounds are doing the Nazis' work. So hit the cemetery. This will go. No, hit the cemetery. I'm sorry. I'm going to make a moral choice here. Yes, it's not nice to destroy those things, but we're not going to lose men over, unfortunately, already dead people's stones. It is harsh, but we're going to make the decision. Captain, I can't. You've never heard him this unsure of himself before. 3rd Platoon need fire support. Stern suffer shreds. Stern suffer the stress. Bullets snap and whizzle around. Stern fire replaces his voice loud. The Ash, he owes me for this. Tell Ash he owes me for this. Then rounds outbound. I'm not being funny though. That is, if 10 men died charging the machine gun, how would you feel? I know it's a cemetery, but end of the day, things need to be done. So these are. That's the rest of 3rd Platoon. So we're still in command. So we're going to... Is there any chance of... Can't move up very far. I think it's because of the... It is. So if we move there... Oh, because it's the next turn. I'll tell you what. Press. You're not pressing? No, we're not moving that into the open. Move forward.
Come on
Oh,
already.
the MG did it. Oh! We got suppressed a bit. Well, got hit, but no losses, which is good. I don't like the fact that they keep looking like they're running, which is a pain in the ass. We can call him... We're not call fires, but disabled. Oh, because he's already used it, I believe. Is that the mortars? That's the MGs. Oh, this is also part of third platoon. We do have a captain, actually, somewhere. Where's the captain? There's a captain. So if he gives... No, we don't need press. If he gives... This left don't do it. We're going to press these guys. Oh, did it press? No. Boost, I mean. Boost. We're out of range. We could push forward. The mortar's is the mortar used all its action? I believe so. Captain could... Ooh. Tell you what. Has he got a captain unarmed with an MG? Can we separate? I want to separate the captain. So just the Capitan. This is always a pain in the ass. Oh, he moved with the MG. Screw it. Whatever. Give me L Captain. Sorry about this, everyone. It's like I say, it's a pain in the ass sometimes to make actually move things. And he's just going to crawl forward there with that squad. Link up with them. That's fine with me. I don't think he can actually call in any fire support. I think it's been used. We have it available for next turn. The MGs. Yeah, the selecting of things is absolutely awful. I hate it. Sorry, game developers, but I don't like how you select things in this game. So, we are going to try and push forward to those buildings. Let's do it. Yes! So we're in the buildings. We might get attacked, but it should be good territory. I think it's buildings. The building's like greyed out. I don't like how the building greys out when you're on it. Like, it makes it difficult to see, which is a pain in the ass. But never mind. Rest of this squad. If we crawl forward there. MGs. Can't move. So we're going to end that turn then, end that sub turn. There we go. Should be in charge of stern now. Good. Well, the MG needs to move up. Too far, really? Jesus Christ, he can't move far at all. Pain in the ass. And stern. Can you press? Can you press again? Out of range. I'm in the squad. It makes no sense. You do it on that. Anyone got line of sight? Captain. So we're going to use that 60mm more because it's got things. Just press it again. Bonk. Didn't do too much, but still put some pressure on. So that turn's basically done. Stern's still there. That's fine. Possible enemy position. Yeah, no. We'll finish it there. I run the darts over. Private Comstock can't shave yet, but he's already proven himself as an able replacement for scouts lost at Anzio. Oh, it's Italy, so he must go to the in the campaign. Captain Private Comstock says, excuse me, before he fully catches his breath, we heard a tank up the rise there, not one of ours either. Diesel or gasoline. Gas, Private Comstock says at least it sounded like it ran on gas, less rumble anyway. You have Comstock mighty Matt, then send the man back to the dude after his arm. First siren Grant lets out a sign. Of course, they've got a Panzer in their pocket, he says. God, I wish we'd just catch a break. Hey, maybe it's just a Panzer 3. Seems unlikely, but I hope springs eternal. For everything else, there is a bazooka. Oh. Who has the bazooka, though? I don't know. I think it tells you the infos about the squads. Can't remember how to see the info. I'm a bit confused. Yeah, I don't know if anyone does have a bazooka in this squad. Pretty sure they don't. Guess we'll find out. So, we need to hit them with the mortars again. Fire support mortar. Hit them. Bonk. Suppressed yet? No. Go forward. MGs are still pushing up. These guys in the so we're gonna bolster this squad.
Come on!
Open fire. Oh, they fired back. They can engage. Good stuff.
By the numbers!
I think he might be. Is he a bit suppressed? Maybe. Ooh, fire back. No, he's still doing pretty well. So we'll just end that little turn there. This squad here. Engage, try and suppress him. Oh, now we've got them suppressed. That's good. That's really good. That's exactly what we wanted. Ooh, they've been spotted though. Right. We still have some orders here. This squad can keep putting down the pressure if need be. But it could move. Can they move over to there? Can move out that way. For some reason. Oh, it's because of the opening. Okay. Don't know if there's anything else out there you see to catch us in fire. It's gonna be tough. So if we go brave, we move out. Add Lieutenant Dearborn, do it. With it. Fix bayonets. Oh, we're not in range. Low morale reduces movement. Whoa, oh god, we're going to be caught in the open otherwise. Oh no, this ain't cool. Captain, where's Capitan? Can we press him? Out of range? Are you serious? Press. Go on. Out of range. What a load of crap. Can't speak to him from there. Jesus Christ. But you know what? Can we move him? Still out of range? Oh, that's stupid. Oh, this is not good. They're going to be caught in the open. Press, there we go.
You
So
know
this-
the drill!
Just keep pressure on them. Fire back. Right, cool. Like I say, the game is fun, but overcomplicated in my opinion. It's hard to remember what's even going on half the time. So I'll move there. Hopefully the MG is going to stay depressed next turn. They're out in the open though, which is really bad. Finish it there. Oh, crap. And now I can hear the Panda. Stern. Wait, can we use his press ability?
Keep firing!
It does explain a lot of these orders, but at the same time, it just confuses me half the time. You can't tell who's in charge half the time either. I can't tell who's in charge. Most people can, I guess.
On your left.
Even when you try and lock. So press. A captain leader may press the adjacent unit. Unit must be rested before it can be pressed. It has to be rested before it. You can't do it twice in a row. That makes sense. But yeah, it is a good game, but it's very overcomplicated. The bazooka team, your order has arrived. To run. See, I wish it'd tell you if the bazooka team was coming. He just said a bazooka's the option, but it could say like, "Oh, bazooka will arrive in one turn," because I probably would have waited up for the bazooka. That's annoying. That's something that give me information, because before people say, "Oh, well, it's coming," it's not though, is it? It's a game. It's not real life. So give me some info. I need info. It's a realistic game, but it does need to kind of detail. I find that a lot of things are just kind of hinted at, and you think, well, are they giving me a bazooka, or do I have to assault the tank close quarters? Anyway, now we just have to figure out who the best will line up. Who best will line up a shot. First, Sergeant Grant remarks Stern will want to do it, but Dearborn might be able to slip away afterwards. He's not wrong, but if you want something done right, then sometimes you have to do it yourself. A thundering clatter rises above the din like God's own tower. You recognise it immediately. A Kraut anti-aircraft gun, not one of their big ones, but a 20mm smaller. Deadly too, with good fields of fire. Shit, Grant says as he surveys the position alongside you. If that thing catches us in the open. A 20-meter cone was made to destroy aircraft, though it will it will go through an exposed route between like a feral hog through a tomato garden. If the thing opens up on Dable's men, they will be while they're in motion. The risk is too great. We will withdraw. Order withdrawal, accept a mission draw, accept a men major victory. We need to keep pushing. Yeah. Grant, grim as ever, gives a little nod. It's a risk to advance, but sometimes your men are going to have to make them. Oh. No, I thought I said carry on my mission. Okay, I'm confused. But I guess that's part of the campaign where you say, oh, we're not going to do this battle, but I'm pretty sure I said carry on. I probably clicked the wrong one then. Alls. Anyway, that's the 2 scenarios from the demo. Yeah, it is quite a fun game. Still a long way to go. I am interested in it. I've enjoyed it. I would say this: bear with the tutorials, bear with the training, and try the scenarios. They're more fun. But the fact that you have to complete the tutorials to unlock the scenarios might be a bit frustrating for some players because the tutorials are quite meaty. But anyway, check out the demo. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Thanks for the developers for giving me the code to play the demo, and I look forward to the full game. I do think it could be interesting. I do think, in my opinion, maybe give more info to the player, make it a bit more streamlined. Like, obviously, don't make it simplify it, but streamline any choices. Like, I just get a bit confused with things. Make it aware, like, which platoon's acting. It might do it. I might have just missed it because there's quite a lot of info it throws at you. And yeah, just kind of make less kind of give me information, but give it me in an effective way. That's probably the best thing. But anyway, it was a fun game. I like the art style. I think the combat's pretty cool. It's very realistic, very brutal, and yeah, definitely worth a try. Definitely something you can do on the afternoon, pass the time, and see if it kind of tickles your fancy. And there'll be links to the demo in the description. Take it easy, guys, and thanks for watching.